Rolling the ball up and down the fingers. Oh my God, we are filled with animals today. Everybody signed up for September. Up and down the fingers and into the palm. And then the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. And down to the wrist. And across the knuckles. And let's take the ball into one hand and squeeze. And then the other and squeeze. Back to the first. And one more time on the other hand. And let's toss it up in the air. Alternating hands, alternating heights, alternating directions. Swatting it, catching it. Juggling it. 3, 2, 1. Leave the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet feel. Step on it right in the middle of the foot 3 times. Move it up to the knuckles, press on each 1 time. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Then to the crease between the knuckles and the toes and press the toes into the ball. Raise the toes and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1. Reassess. Step on the ball with the other foot. Move it to the knuckles. Cross the knuckles. Middle of the foot and wiggle. Toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise them up and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. Swivel again. Three, 2, 1. Release. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And shake the tree. Center. Twist at the waist. Swing the arms. Center. We're going to do the energy grounding exercise of Michael Wynn today. So let's put the hands in front of the spine, move them up and down as we shift weight from one foot to the other. Come up on the toes as you release the weight on the one foot, and back on the heels as you bring the weight forward. Bending slightly at the knees, expanding the hands, feeling that flow from one channel to the other. Up and down the spine. And then go right into taking 16 steps with each foot. And then elbow towards the other knee. Eight times on each side. And slap the opposite heel 8 times each side. And slap it behind the back. And then come across and twist 8 times. And then just walk or march or jog. We're going to do the standing core set today. There are no rapid squats, so I think that's what I'll do, but you can do whatever you want to get the heart rate going, including exactly what you're doing right now. Of course, be safe. I'm going to get going shortly. Do want to mention that we have yin yoga in the after class. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. That's 10. That's 20. And 30, take 2 deep breaths. And place the fingers, bring the hands up overhead. Come on up on the toes if you can. Otherwise, just reach for the sky. Come on down, then back if your spine allows. Back to center, bend to one side. And then the other. Come on up. Lower the hands to the chest, push out. And come on down. Shrug. Put your hands on your shoulders. Rotate the elbows in a circle forward. And then backwards. Extend the arms and tap the shoulders. Give yourself a big bear hug. Deep inhale, exhale out. Do it again with the other arm on top. One more time each way. One arm behind the back. Press it down and in on the elbow. Then the other. Grab both elbows and rock side to side. Come on down, rotate the neck. And go in the other direction. Nod. And go get a shoulder. Tuck in your chin. Look to one side. Drop your chin to your collarbone. And then look up. Go back to center. Still tucked. Look the other way. Drop it. And lift it. Back to center, still tucked. Back. Like a pigeon. Let's do a side lunge. And then the other way. Right, smart. We'll take care of that by grabbing a stick and doing the GymStick routine. Starting with some dynamic swimmers in one direction. And then the other. Bring the stick overhead and rock it side to side. Behind the back, at the waist, twist at the waist. Then drop it down to the top of the knees. Bring your hands around in front between the knees. Hinge at the waist. Bring the stick up. Keep your head back. And then bring it around front. Hands are at or near the top. Step away, hinge at the waist, and stretch those arms and shoulders. Come on up, bring the stick across the body with one arm. Use the other one to tug on the shoulder as you hinge at the waist. And then do the same thing on the other side. Bring the foot to the stick to the side of the outside of the foot. Push away with the top hand as you pull in with the bottom. And then bring it to the other side and do the same. Bring the stick in front of one foot, toes are about 6 inches away. Drop the stick onto the collarbone, slide your hands down, lift the sole of the foot off the floor, stretch the hamstrings, and you can increase the stretch by wiggling the sole of the foot back and forth. Come on up. Go to the other side. Do the same. Come on up. Press the first foot against the stick and stretch the calf muscles. And then do the same on the other side. And then we're going to bring one foot forward, the other foot we're on its back, and we're on the balls of the feet as we come down to stretch the hip flexors. And then switch positions of the feet. Come on up. Grab one leg by the shin, ankle, or toes. Stretch the quads. And then the other. Bring the first foot up in front. Push the knee towards the back. Hinge at the waist slightly. Stretch those glutes. And then go to the other side and do the same. And come on up. Bring the stick in front. Feet are a little bit wider than hip width or hip width. You can hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two, as usual, and we're going to roll back towards the fifth metatarsal with the toes scrunched into the ground, then back towards the first metatarsal. Going back and forth laterally on the foot to increase the arch, and then give yourself a full out foot. There we go. Come on. Hey, Alaska. Back and forth. And then hold on the fifth metatarsal area. Again, your toes are scrunched into the ground. You got a bigger arch. Just hold for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Put the stick down. And we're going to do the standing corset. Let's start today with some wood chops. We'll do 7 through the middle, 7 on either side. And then when you're done with that, we're going to hinge at the waist, cross the hands, and then bring the elbows up past the rib cage, then bring them back down, but the other hand is in front. And keep alternating the hands, and we'll do this 10 times. Squeeze those shoulder blades together when you get up to the top. Up to 5, 5. 8, 9, 9, and 10. Take a breath. We're going to slap the opposite knee, lifting the knee as high as feels safe for you. And that's 10. Nice breath. Rotational punch, 45 degrees in the opposite direction. Keep your core engaged as you do it. Navel in towards the spine. And that's 10. Nice breath. And pick some cherries. Try to keep your arm parallel to your ear as you go up. Grab that cherry and come back down. Head back. Spine neutral. And 10. All right, some alternate jumping jacks. We're going to step out, hands up overhead, back down, back to the middle, back over to the other side. It's 3, 4, 5, 6. And 10. All right, this one we've been doing. Knee to elbow, but let's do the same side. Again, only as high as feels safe for you. And a breath. Cross your arms if you can and go to the opposite knee. Otherwise, just do what you just were doing. Don't have to touch. And a breath. And let's do some hip openers. Again, only go as high as feels safe for you and the dog. And 10. And that you'll be happy to hear is this. Take a couple of restorative breaths before we do the breath of the week, which is the box breathing that we're going to be doing when we do 5 Tibetans, but most of you don't do 5 Tibetans, so we'll do it here this week. Box breathing, set your own tempo, but it's count to 4 on the inhale, 4 hold, 4 exhale, and then 4 hold. I've been exhaling through the nose, but you can exhale through the mouth if you find it preferable. But breathe in through the nose. Ready? And rub those hands together to cultivate chi. And form a chi ball. Take it wherever it wants to go as you shift weight from one channel to the other. Light water flow. And center. 2 breaths. And let us open our hearts. And on that inhale, exhale, and send it out. And center. 2 breaths. And bring down chi from above. And gather it from below. And let us proclaim.
Grazie signore, grazie signore.
You're very welcome.
Grazie.
Mira,
Signor.
Mira,
And Nina.
Mira, are you there, Mira?
Mira
Mira
was here, but I don't see her now.
Oh God. Okay. Thank you. Be good. Bye bye.
Okay. See
Thanks,
ya.
Tom.
Okay.
That's all right.
Art. Yes. Hello, Richard. Five Tibetans. Let me get the timer going. Today's words of wisdom are: don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Benjamin Franklin. All right. I think we've all heard that one before. Timer. Sound is on. I will meet you on the floor in 14 seconds in cat position next to the dog. Oops, wrong. Cat. Cobra. Cat. Here. Child's pose. And here. Dragon. Dragon. Flora Junior. Red Noodle.
Swan. Swan. Knees to chest. Whoops. Knees to chest. And whoops. And something on.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome, John. Have a great day.
Bye.
Richard, have a good one.
Thank you, Tom.
I think it's going to clear up for your afternoon walk.
I doubt it.
Yeah? Oh, well. You're muted.